Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today at TDC Lounge, a show about creative people doing creative things in the world of performing arts. I'm your host, Tyson Garner. We're so excited about this next episode, right, producer Matt?
Very excited.
We're so excited to have two people who are this summer going to be at the Joffrey Summer Intensive here in Los Angeles, California. First, we have Miss Talia from season 1, Teen Dance Challenge, yay. And we have Mr. Marcus Sargent, who actually won an essay contest for Joffrey. So welcome you two. So Marcus, how and when did you write this essay that got you the scholarship?
I was under a bit of a time crunch because I put it off because my mom kept on telling me you needed to do this.
Procrastination.
It's the best way to get things done.
You're right.
So it was about the night before, I think, before it was supposed to be in.
Okay.
And I just started writing, and they had some requirements about talking about why you like Joffrey and what your favorite teacher was.
Mm-hmm.
And so from there, I just wrote.
Oh, so you went to a Joffrey intensive before?
Yes.
Okay, and then what city did you go to?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. How did you like it?
It was amazing.
It was
Yeah.
really cool. What was your favorite part about it?
They have this show at the end
Uh-huh.
where not everyone, but we all have different groups,
Mm-hmm.
and we all do a show for our parents or whoever comes, and that was definitely my favorite
The
part.
highlight of it. That's cool.
Mhm.
Did you meet a lot of people from other states, or was everybody particularly from California?
No, I had a Canadian friend there.
That's cool.
There was a Brazilian girl who didn't speak much English.
Yeah.
So people from all over the world.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
That's really cool. So what was your topic for the essay?
Basically just talk about my experience there at Joffrey.
Mm.
Mhm.
And what did it entail? What was your experience there?
Honestly, it was some of the best training I've ever gotten. I mean, that 2 weeks really shaped me a lot into the dancer I am today.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Was it a particular teacher that was there, or just the whole experience?
All the teachers there are amazing in their own different fields.
Mm-hmm.
But Josie Walsh, the head of Joffrey San Francisco,
Yeah.
really is an amazing teacher.
Yeah, and she was on our show, producer Matt. She's pretty crazy. She's awesome. I love her.
Yeah.
So when you finished, like when you were finished with the experience at San Francisco,
hmm
you said you were a better dancer, right?
Yes.
Like, what about taking class for 2 weeks straight in an intensive as opposed to taking class at your home studio or wherever you're taking class? What's the difference?
It's definitely more intense because every day when you come back, you have to take the corrections that you have been given and show that you have tried to improve on that. And so there's much more of a expectation on you to increase over the days.
That makes sense. Is there an expectation just because everybody in the room is probably pretty good to kind of step up your game a little bit too?
Yeah, definitely. Well, when we do combos and stuff like that, you'll watch other people and you'll just be like, wow, I hope I look somewhat like that.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Miss Saitel, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, since being on season 1 of Teen Dance Challenge, what have you been up to?
I've been training for competition season at my dance studio.
At Marietta Dance Project?
So, yeah.
Are you still there?
It's busy. Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
Nice. And you've been there since how old?
Since I was 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
A
crazy.
long time.
So, did you competed last year, didn't you? Yeah, you
Yes.
competed. And then this year, are you doing more or less than you did last year?
It's about the same.
Is it really? That's
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome. Are you doing a solo again?
Yes.
1 or 2 or 40?
3. Yeah.
That's awesome. And who did them?
I have one by Will Johnson, which I had last year, which is great.
Yeah, he's
And
amazing.
then I have a jazz with Aurealis and Aaron.
Nice.
And I have a Stacy Tukey solo this year.
What? That's amazing.
And
Did you already
makes me
finish that one?
happy. Yes.
Did you? How was that experience?
It was the best experience I've had in
Was
a
it
long
really?
time. Yeah.
What about her? I mean, obviously she's so incredible as a choreographer, but what about the experience of learning her choreography was so amazing that you were like, this is something so amazing?
Well, you can tell she like takes a lot of pride in her choreography, and like the dancers who are doing it, like she really cares about you, and she'll like go through it super slow, every move, making sure like she has it the way she wants it done and like what looks best on you. And
She was good, huh?
she's great.
Yeah. What had you worked with her before?
Not personally,
Not
no.
personally, okay. Because I know recently she had a baby, so I don't know what it would be. I think it would be, I know what after my son was born, my first son was born, I really changed as a teacher just because I'm used to working with a child as an adult, but then working with a child when I have my own child is probably different. So I'd be interested to see like what her teaching methods were like before her child, but I guess that's somebody else. But so now as you move forward into this season, into the competition season, what do you hope for? Like, do you have any goals or anything? Are you just, excited to compete again?
I'm excited to like do it with my team. It's like my favorite part of competition.
Totally.
being
Yeah,
there
for sure.
with my friends and hopefully getting awards, and it all like pays off there. And then I don't know, I guess I'm focusing more on like summer intensive this year, getting ready for college in a couple years. But
And then how's high school? This is your freshman year. How is
it's pretty hard.
it? Is it? How come?
The homework load is a lot.
Yeah.
And then I'm dancing really late, and then I have hours of homework, but
Would you trade it for anything else?
no.
Yeah, exactly. So, Marcus, you go to OSHA, right? Orange County High School of the
Yeah.
Arts. Is this your first year?
Yes.
Oh, so what made you choose from regular school to go to art school?
Definitely the dance. I know so many like amazing people that go there, and they all say it's the best school ever.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get in on that instruction and make myself better.
Do you find that you are getting better now that the seasons or the year has been halfway or more than halfway over?
Definitely, yeah. Mid-year we have these evaluations, and from what teachers have said, they're like, "Wow, you have really improved." And well, that's why I'm here.
Right, exactly. That's cool. Do you find being around like-minded people helps you to kind of like in the intensive? Does it help you to improve
Yeah, definitely.
faster?
Even if they aren't dancers, just people that go to school, artists, singers, celloists.
Yeah, seriously.
They all have something to say about art and have a different, I guess you could say, mantra about art, and it kind of just all flows.
Right. Well, I taught there for a while, and then just working with young kids, I really feel like like you can go anywhere in the world and meet a dancer or singer or musical theater and they speak the same language. And you can be in a room full of people, but you probably will be standing next to the dancer because they speak the same language, they know the same things, and they carry themselves in a certain way. Do you think that other people see that, or is that just kind of a dancer thing? What do you see, Talia, at school? Like, do you hang around dancers at school, or do you hang around, I call them civilians, people who don't dance or who are on stage?
Well, I have like my group of friends from middle school. We all kind of just in the morning we all have a meeting spot and stuff. But I do find myself like attaching to my dance team friends. It's just like a different, I don't know, environment, I guess. I
Speak
can
the same
be a little
language.
bit
Yeah.
weirder around them and just yeah.
That's cool, and they get the same jokes.
Yeah.
So, like on the first season of Teen Dance Challenge, when on the day that we shot and all of you were here, is that same kind of camaraderie as like it is for the kids on the dance team, or is it because the 5 of you were such high achievers? Is it a different vibe?
It's slightly different. It's similar because like all dancers are kind of more outgoing in a way. But I think I was closer with the other 4 people here. I've known them for a long time, so
Totally.
like, yeah,
That's cool.
it's good.
So now that, for the second season, we're going to do like just straight ballet. We're just going to have 5 younger ballet dancers and 5 older ballet dancers. So I think my question would be like moving forward and talking to dancers who would want to be on the season 2 of Teen Dance Challenge. What would be your advice for them? Like, auditioning for the show, but then also being on the show, what would be your advice to them?
I'd say just give it your all and show them like why you're here and why you dance, because hopefully they love it, and it's important to show that, and I think the judges respect that more than anything. Like, it's beautiful, I guess, to see when someone can dance like from their heart and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like they train like their whole lives to be like a perfectionist with their technique and stuff. So like when you perform, it's time to just let it all go and
Let it
trust
all hang
yourself.
out. I mean, even as myself and the other producers sat down and looked at, okay, who do we want to be on the show? I think it was definitely more than just who's the best dancer or who does the most turns. It definitely was not that. What it really was who are the best people. I feel like, and just earlier we had on some of the earlier episodes, we had a choreographer from Disney. She's a director, and she's basically the head of casting of Disneyland and their stage shows. And for her thought was, I pick good people. I pick good people, and I feel like even just spending 20 or 15 minutes we've been here, that you guys are good people. And I feel like as a choreographer, to hire somebody over and over and over again is because you enjoy being around them. Does that make sense? And I think at OSHA, you probably like being around the people that are there. Do you feel more at home?
Definitely. I mean, at my old school, it was kind of hard to find those people that really got me. But at OSHA, I step in and there's people running around in costumes
Totally.
being themselves.
Yeah, when I worked there the first day, I was like, what the heck? I just walk into, but I felt at home because there's people who just express themselves, and it's okay. And I think that's cool. And I think that's why a lot of people who are in dance end up, like, even if they don't dance as a career, they stay watching dance or teach dance or do something with dance, because you can never walk away from it. Can you see your life without dance?
No.
Yeah. Do you remember when you like, okay, I'm going to do this forever? Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell me about it?
I think it was more like a slow process.
Mm-hmm.
Like as I've matured, the more I realized how much, like, what a big part it is in me.
Mm-hmm.
I could never let it go. Even if I go on to do something else, like if I hear music, can't control it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you grow up as a young, like, obviously till now, but like as a young kid, even till now, you always had that same kind of passion. But I feel like now it's turned into you being an artist. Was there a moment that you kind of switched from being like, oh, I do competition dance, to like, it's an art form and I'm creating something? Do you know when that happened? Or is there
Not
somebody that kind of
exactly.
pushed you in that direction?
Well, when I did like West Side stuff, it
Mm-hmm.
was a completely different environment.
Mm-mm.
And they pushed me to dance, not like more like them, but just like go out of my box.
Yeah.
Like from
So
what I'm
did you
used to.
you did West Side Dance Project for 1 year?
Yeah, I did like the younger
Yeah.
one.
And it's
For 1
Jessie
year.
Riley is her
Yeah.
name? Yeah, like I've seen one of her shows. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But I met her after the show, and I think I was more impressed with her after the show than I was. I mean, I definitely was impressed with the show, but like I was even more impressed when I met her,
Yeah.
just to hear her voice and her thoughts, and then her relationship with her dancers was really cool to watch. So, yeah, so you got a lot out of it?
Yeah, I was pretty young then, but they definitely like opened me up to new pathways for dance, I guess.
Was it hard to kind of bridge that or change that?
It actually wasn't. I don't know. I think because I was so young, like I didn't have any problem. Like
Yeah, but also you were really, really well trained by Susan and Aaron and Aurealis and whoever else was there. We were at a dance project. They're incredible.
they are.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Even just think of all the dancers that have gone through there. Yourself, your little sister, Christina Ricucci, Mackenzie Dustman, Taylor Warden, like all these different names of just on and on and on of dancers who have grown up there and that are amazing and are doing amazing things. So it's definitely a hats off to them for sure. Well, I love them. They were like friends. I'm kind of plugging them, but I don't care. Like, they were fantastic. So, and then where did you grow up dancing?
I recently started dancing. This is my 4th year.
Oh, wow.
And
that's awesome.
I transitioned from acting. I had been acting for maybe 3 years, and one of the people that was teaching me told me I should probably take dance lessons because I looked like I had 2 left feet. So I started with 1 jazz class, and right away, like the first class, I was like, oh, dropping acting for a while because this is what I'm going to do.
And where did you take that at?
Cinco Dance.
Oh, with Michelle Hansen. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Now, did you stay there for a while?
Yes, I recently just left for OSHA.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're there pretty late, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember leaving there around 6 o'clock. Right? Yeah, for sure. And then how do you work in homework and all that stuff?
I do take the train in the mornings, so...
you take the train to school?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I do a lot of my homework on the train, and then when I get home, I get right to it, and then go off to whatever class I'm taking that day.
And where have you been taking class lately?
Anaheim Ballet, I like Jimmy DeFore.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Westside Dance Project's class yesterday.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So at Jimmy DeFore's, is there a certain ballet teacher that you like?
I love Gina Serrato.
She's awesome. Yeah, she's a great teacher.
And I like to take from David Norwood there.
I remember him. He's a great teacher. Yeah, that's awesome. So now, have you been going to the dance conventions and stuff lately, or have you just been at the studio working?
I've gone to a couple conventions this year. Not as many as usual because high school is really busy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Soon I'll be going to less because it's competition season. And
yes, I know how that is. Yeah, you know what's crazy? It's like I feel like we just finished competition and now we're back into it, and like at the studio where you're creating things and you're doing things and things happen so fast and you look up and you're like, I'm sorry, we're doing what? And it's like the next weekend you're at competition. It's crazy, and it never feels like there's enough time. But I mean, it always happens. It always gets up. They always get the costumes. They always get the things. What do you think? And have you ever competed before?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you think competing has helped you outside of dance?
Yes.
How? How so?
Confidence, for sure. I see like a lot of my school friends struggle with confidence, and I never really understood that. And that's definitely because of competitions, I guess.
You mean physically or just talking, or what do you mean by being confident?
I don't know about talking,
but physically.
Yeah, I think I carry myself differently than or any dancer carries
Totally.
themselves differently
Completely,
than a regular person. And yeah, it's a discipline and everything. It's helped me in school. And
How about you, Marcus?
Definitely competition has helped. I mean, even in class, like, I want to be the best at physics or whatever I'm doing.
Right.
Like, I want to work to be good at everything. And competition really helps you get competitive.
Yeah, I feel like people think like, oh, it's dance, or oh, it's competitive dance, but it's evolved so much in the even 5 years, huh? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that you guys are now choreographing your own numbers or choreographing your own solo, or the fact that what people think competition dance is, they're like, oh, these kids doing tricks. It's not that at all. It's an art form, and you guys are artists, all of you. And I feel like the adding of shows like Dance Moms, or So You Think You Can Dance, or whatever, regardless of what people think about them, they've really elevated dance to a level that it wasn't before. Do you guys find that?
yeah.
Do you think there's more room to grow?
I mean, yeah, there's always
There's
room
always
to
room to
grow.
grow, right? I think for me, what I would like to ask you guys, like, where would you like to see youth dance grow?
I guess maybe a little more friendly. Sometimes it's not that friendly. I haven't had a problem with that. I think I'm lucky that way, but there definitely is some conflicts going on. I think.
Do you think that's pretty normal in just teenage or youth, or is it more prevalent in dance, do you think?
It's more prevalent in dance.
Think so?
And I think it's a little more the younger ones, too, because they're like, I have to be the best, I have to be the best. And I think when you mature, you see, like, it's not about you all the time. It's for you to push the person next to you and vice versa. And yeah.
Where do you think youth dance can grow or elevate or evolve?
Definitely. I mean, I feel even when I go to competition, I can see some really artistic dances and be like, wow. And then I'll watch someone do like 50,000 turns and I'm like, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
So I really like to see youth dance grow in artistry, even though it has like crazily there's still more room
to
to
grow.
go.
Yeah. I feel like I tell my kids at the studio all the time, like, I feel like there's a new sheriff in town. And it's not a one person, it's a youth movement of young, incredibly smart, with it dancers who now eventually will take over the places, and not in a bad way, but just like, it's your turn now. It's your turn to be the choreographer. It's your turn to be the director. It's your turn, or vice versa. Like, everything that you've learned now is now. And it's happening for you guys a lot faster too. Like, I feel like when I see you guys do choreography on your own, I'm like, wow, that's incredible. Like, you're choreographing like an adult. So do you feel like you would want to, after your dance career is over, like, be a teacher? And if so, like, who would you want to emulate in that, like that?
Well,
like, is there like a certain teacher that if you were a teacher, you would like to be like that person?
I think just the teachers at my studio, they inspire me so much. Like, a lot of them haven't had that much dance experience. Like, they started late. Some of them didn't, but
Yeah.
But like, they know what they're talking about, and they know how to like push us, not too much to where like we break down, but like it motivates us, and like it motivates us to like help each other. And like, I think if I grow up to be that kind of teacher, I'd be happy because
they're great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, from what I can tell from your studio, being there and being friends with them, is that there's moments where you bring in people, right? And they're there to just choreograph a number. And as good as it is, they're not there to like inspire you guys and like stay committed and stay in it and watch you grow and like ultimately be at your graduation and watch you graduate. Does that make sense? And when you have, I mean, there's 5 or 6 of the teachers at your studio that are there invested in your well-being. And I feel like that's why, Aaron and Susan created this however many years, 10 years ago. And it's every year gotten so much better because the same teachers are still there and they're still invested. So I think it's a big thing. So how about you? If you were to become a teacher, is there somebody that you kind of inspired you to be like?
Definitely Andrew Winghart.
Oh, he's awesome.
His style is so much different than anything I've ever seen, and I think that's really awesome to be able to bring your own style to young people, and for him, like, it to blow up. I mean, he's pretty famous now.
Yeah,
I would say so.
And it hasn't been that long, has it? Like, it's been in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Like, but when you see his work, is undeniable, right? It's really good. So, okay. Well, I really appreciate you guys being on, and I'm excited that you guys are getting these scholarships and that you're able to go to the Joffrey Summer Intensive. I hope you guys really enjoy it, and I hope you I know you will take something away from it, but like, I really want you to dance next to the kids that maybe not got a scholarship and maybe are not from California, maybe not have the training that you guys have, and really inspire them to be better. So I feel like you two are really good ambassadors for what Joffrey's trying to put across. So I'm excited to have you guys there. Okay. So thanks for everybody. Thanks everybody for joining us today. I want to thank Miss Talia Seitel and Mr. Marcus Sargent. Thanks always to producer Chris and Matt. Remember to subscribe now on YouTube and Teen Dance Challenge to catch all our new episodes every week of TDC Lounge. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Teen Dance Challenge and Twitter teen_chow. And stay tuned for more information on how you can be on season 2 of Teen Dance Challenge. I'm your host, Tyson Garner. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.